Well, quick video today because I have come home with the wheels that I have had in my lockup now for months. These are the bad boys. They have some cheap ass tyres on them and they're two-piece rims from a 5 Series. So the offset is different and the tyres definitely need doing. This person has put on two of the sets 235 45 17s and on the others 255 40 17s, and I'm going to go with neither of those. I think I found a really good website that does wheel sizes. I'll put up some pictures so you can compare the different wheels, so the ones that I've got on the car already and the ones I want to put on, and that way I can see what effects the offset's going to have, what tyre combination I can put on there. Really clever. It shows you what suspension clearance is going to increase or decrease by, what's likely to happen to grip levels and cornering and handling and all that jazz. Whilst I've got the van open, this centerpiece can come out. Now this is kind of a dark blue metallic, but it's not the dark blue metallic of my car. Someone has basically refurbished these and done a reasonable job, but I might take this off if I can find. I'm pretty confident I do not have that bit amongst my toolkit, because I was thinking of taking this centre off and repainting it to match the rest of the car, or maybe chroming it. Not sure about that. We'll see. But the one thing that I do almost certainly need to do, because of the lowered suspension, is roll the arches. So I bought an arch roller. My car is currently sitting on 205 60 R15s, and the new brakes kick off a ton of dust. But if I come to the rear, I know that those new wheels with the tyre combination are going to stick out about 50 mil more. Now these have got 20 mil spacers, but I can just get my hand there. I reckon at the front it won't be an issue because I've got kind of clearance there. I don't really want to roll the front arches, but I can also increase the suspension height a bit, which probably isn't a bad idea because it does bump over some of the more extreme speed bumps. Just touches the jacking points, which can't be good for it. I do go over them pretty slowly, so I'm sure it's not doing any real damage, but I could raise the suspension just a little bit. The tyres I think I've decided on are 245s 40 17s, which will mean that the circumference is only, or the diameter is only 1 mil bigger than the 15 inches with these tyres on. So I think the front will be fine. I do need a spacer at the front because the suspension, but I don't need it at the back. But I'm thinking if I roll these and pull them a bit, I might be able to get my 50 mil. Or at least the 30 mil that I will kind of need if I take the spacers off at the back. But that's what I'm going to be filming tomorrow. And so just a short one today to show you what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be pretty hot. So the weather today is about 25 degrees currently. In the middle of the day when it was sunny, it was well, it felt a lot hotter. It's kind of a little bit overcast now, but the van, which is arguably the most modern up-to-date vehicle I've got, does tell me the outside temperature, and it says it's still 25 degrees, and it feels nice. There's a nice breeze. It's due to be on Sunday when I'll be filming this, somewhere between 30 and 40 degrees. But the key apparently is to put quite a lot of heat, using my heat gun, into the wheel arches as you're rolling them, and take your time and do it slowly so as to not crack and break the paint. So that's the plan. I'm not really looking forward to doing that in 20, 30, 40 degree centigrade heat. So I'll be doing it first thing in the morning on Sunday, so as to hopefully have some of the day left, because I reckon it's going to take me about an hour per side to roll those rear arches, whilst putting the wheels off and on to see how, and lowering it and raising it in order to do the work. But because I've got to trial fit it, and then I've got to take all the wheels off because one of the tyres is dodgy. Someone drove around in it whilst it was flat, and as a result you can't balance it. It's full of little shards of rubber inside, so I definitely need new tyres on, but there's no point in me putting new tyres on until I've test fitted it. And if I can get the 255 width tyres to fit, then my 245s will be better, slightly. So that's the plan. Wish me luck. That's next week's video. But one other update, I think I'm going back on to having a turbo, mainly because of cost. The Supercharger, by the time I bought all the other bits that I'm going to need, is going to be working out close to £6 grand, whereas the turbo kit is about 4.5 by the time I've put on an oil cooler and a catch can. The kit from K64, I think, I'll update it later, seems to be complete with basically absolutely everything else you need, including clutch, spacer, gaskets, all of that jazz. There'll probably be a few little things that I'll need to get. I'll need to relocate the, be more involved in terms of the installation, because I'll need to do things like relocate the windscreen washer fluid, and I would need to do something on the exhaust side. I'm going to try and patch in the 3-inch pipe into the twin pipes just before the catalytic converters on my existing exhaust, to try and just make sure that it passes MOTs, because I need the catalytic converters to do that. Also, don't want it to be ridiculously noisy. I had a sports back box on my old 318 IS, and that was noisy. 2.8 litres with basically a straight through exhaust is going to be probably not legal. It would condemn the car to being a track day only car, and so far I've never done a track day. So, although I'll tell you what would be interesting, and I might try and do, is a track day, maybe at Donington or something, before I do any more work. So I'll get the wheels and tyres done, maybe do a track day, see what kind of lap time I can set there, and then maybe in the autumn do another track day and see how much quicker it is with a turbo kit. That'd be interesting. Cool. Anyway, love you guys, love you lots. Mwah. See you next week.